Hello everyone, welcome back to HS Code Hub. So today I'm going to show you how you can retrieve Salesforce metadata from your Salesforce org to your VS Code. And we'll be using an extension and we'll be using the latest codes, latest commands from Salesforce. Since Salesforce deprecated the sfdx command, now we'll have to use the sf commands. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, I'll have to go to VS Code, and before installing the extension or plugin, we'll have to update our Salesforce CLI. How we can update it? We'll have to write this command sf update. So this will take care of the Salesforce CLI update, and it will take a while. So let's fast forward to it. Once the update is done, we'll have to install the extension. How we can install it? Let me show you the command. It will be sf plugins install sfdx-plugin-source-read. So I will be putting the commands in the YouTube description section, so that's not a problem. Then let's hit enter and wait. For your information, I have already installed the plugin, but I will go with the Y anyway. And if there's any updates with the plugin, it will just update it. But seems like I have the latest plugin installed in my PC, so no update happened. And now we can retrieve the Salesforce metadata, how we can retrieve it. First of all, what we'll have to write is a crud-mdapi, crud-mdapi. Then I'll have to read and then metadata. Then I'll have to write the component name. For example, I want to retrieve the profile, admin profile from Salesforce. How I can do that? I can write profile colon admin and close it. If I hit enter now, it will retrieve the Salesforce profile named as admin from your Salesforce org to the local VS Code. See, there's a nice box saying which component got retrieved, and it's also showing the path. It's taking care of the path itself. So it's pretty cool, right? If I go to the changes, now I can see the admin profile got retrieved successfully. And one thing you may notice, it's a like huge file. There are like 13,000 lines in here. So one good thing about this extension or plugin is that it retrieves the whole file. If you retrieve profile or record types or some of the components using the right click, I mean, if you go here and do right click and do the retrieve this source from org, it won't retrieve the whole file. Just to demo you, if I do it, retrieve and wait a bit, see, our profile got shrinked. Now it's like 801 lines in the profile. So the beauty of this extension is it retrieves the whole file together. And you can just write this command and retrieve. And this is one way to retrieve like the metadata and mentioning the component name. But there's another shortcut way you can retrieve without mentioning, without like manually typing the component name. How we can do that is, let me show you. We'll have to write sf crud then mdapi, excuse me, mdapi, then read source-dir means source directory. Now space, what I'll have to do, I will just copy, right click here and copy relative path. Okay, copy relative path, then Control V, paste. Now if I hit enter, then it will retrieve the Salesforce profile also. So this is also pretty handy. Instead of writing the profile name in the apostrophe, you can just copy the directory and put it in the command. So we can retrieve the components in two ways. One is crud-mdapi read, and another one is crud-mdapi read source directory, right? These are the two ways, metadata and source directory. I want to show you one more example. What I can do, I can write another command. So sf crud-mdapi read double hyphen metadata custom field account.name. Account is the object and name is the field name. Although it's a standard field, but we'll have to mention custom field to retrieve the metadata from our Salesforce org to VS Code. If I hit enter now, the field should be retrieved successfully. See, another in a nice small box, it's showing what got retrieved. This is the field got retrieved. If I go to the changes, I can see the name field is here. All right, then. So this is how we can retrieve components, retrieve metadata from our Salesforce org to our VS Code. And that's it for today. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe my channel.